Hi, today's task is influencer marketing. What is the right thing to do right now?
Shouldn't I find something to do? Wives, don't do anything here.
It was so much easier for me to do PR when I worked for a company and I was touting somebody else or a business. When it's my name, it feels personal, and that makes it harder to be like, hey, want to know about me? Even though it's really the bag. Very short day in the studio today because I've got to go home and be with the girls. My daughters, Maribel and Dorothy. Oh my gosh, I just saw somebody look at the sign. And look down here. Small wins right now, small wins. Okay, I gotta go home to be with Maribel and Dorothy. I'm gonna try to work a little bit more from home and see how they're doing, make sure they're alive, all those good things. I know, 2 entrances in one video. It's happening. It's mostly happening because yesterday, I went home to work and it's just not happening at home right now. I know that so many of you can relate, and it's not anybody's fault, it just is. And so let's continue where we left off yesterday. Influencers. When I was driving into work yesterday, I saw that the frosting been taken down at this new restaurant, and I really want to see it because it looks so pretty from the road. So you can see from the earlier video, I was just a little uncomfortable with influencer marketing right now. The market is strange. I don't want to offend anybody by reaching out in this time. And we are not a big player in influencer marketing for one big reason. The budgets are just out of our league. Someday I hope that I'm able to pay someone $50,000 for an Instagram campaign or an all-encompassing influencer campaign and have sponsored people and all that stuff, but we are just not there yet. So I reached out to 2 companies that I have had my eye on. One is Azia. My friend Ryan Schram works for them and is their COO. He travels back and forth during normal times to Orlando from Detroit every week, and so he does a lot of travel Instagramming, and that's how I heard of his company, because he talks a lot about the company there too. They have a really affordable platform. It's like $150 a month or something like that. And I'll link it down below and you can see all of it. And we chatted over text about what he's seen and what he thought was best. And he thought my best bet was reaching out to people, not, way out of my league, but just maybe a little bit with a little bit larger audience that I might normally go after. So if I normally, would go for someone that has, 50,000 followers on Instagram, maybe someone is 75 or 70, something like that. So that's something I'm gonna try. I also reached out to Fohr. Fohr, I've been following for years. They have a much more expensive platform, but I know they work with a lot of big brands and in a much more personalized way, where that includes a lot of hand-holding and account management and everything like that. So two very different services. And Fohr is offering a free month during this crisis, and so I want to take advantage of that, of course. And they've been really nice in emailing back and forth with me a couple times today and giving me some suggestions. And the biggest one was just to pick a small group of people to reach out to right now. Don't throw everything at the wall. This isn't sales. You're not reaching out to 100 people at once. You want to have personalized messages. And I've always felt that way, so that was good to have that. confirmation. And Brittany over there was great to work with today, and I was so happy to hear from her. Especially because, they've got their finger on the pulse, Ryan does, and so does Brittany at Fohr, and they know what's going on. I'm just here, by myself trying to figure it out, and so having that is really helpful. I want to tell you the way I found Fohr was James Nord has a show called Drink with James, and he spoke at the Southern Sea Summit maybe 3 years ago. I saw him, and he was so great and funny and entertaining, and I watch his show every week. And that's how I found them. And I really think he's funny and interesting and witty and like a little mean sometimes, but I take it as a New York personality. And then of course I talked to Mary, and we talked about what we thought the best thing to do was, just taking everything into consideration. So we're gonna I have a plan, I know what I'm gonna do. I talked about a plan yesterday too. Planning is big with me. What a good day. Man, I got a lot done, a lot accomplished, and it's sunny, and it's Friday. I'll take it.